Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, we're in downtown Paphos. We're just off Bar Street. We're going to go and have a wander up Bar Street, and we're wondering if you'd like to come with us. But before we do, I'm going to introduce you to the most beautiful woman in the world, and of course her name is Miss Ochin. Krasivia Labouf.
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again and again.
And again, stick with us. We're at the start of Bar Street. Just over there is the Baywatch. Great sports bar. Entertains you most evenings in the week. And you've got great cocktails starting off at only €3.50. There it is at the very start of Bar Street. Live sports, entertainment most nights. Just there you've got the Caliente Lounge and Shishka Bar. Come down here in the evenings and it's absolutely packed out. Krasivia Labouf's doing something. What are you doing, Krasivia Labouf?
When I was a child, we used to take the leaves and put it like that, and then, ooh!
And what's that supposed to signify?
Just a noise.
Just the noise. There we are. They did some strange things in the Russian provinces, that's for sure. So, where are we? This is Bar Street. At it again. Bar Street starting off. The Alconi Taverna, very popular steakhouse taverna in downtown Paphos. They've got a set menu, as you can see there. There's all sorts of things going on there. There's one at $15.95, there's one at $16.95, and as we come down, there's a $17.95, an $18.95, a $19.95, and a $20.95. And there's an awful lot of things on there, like cheesecake, fresh fruit. Ooh, nice, very nice indeed.
Mr. Godfather,
yes.
Alcyon. And I wonder if it's these greenish things that they put in the plate.
Could be one of the herbs, it could be, it's possible, because there's quite a lot of little plants around here. So, like I say, set menu, or you can go full a la carte. You've got a meat meze and you've got a fish meze. There's a quick look at that. So that's all the bits and bobs in a meat meze for €42. And on that side, they got the fish meze. So it's designed for 2 people, so that works out at around about €20 a pop, and I think they probably chuck in a craft of wine, red or white, whichever you choose. Krasivia?
And I found the aloe of my dream, by the way, and nobody will say us anything if we steal one little piece,
Go on, steal
and then not now.
Do it now.
No, not now.
No, you're going to come back later.
Because I will come later. Yes, and this one is a greatest creams. One of the ingredients for the lady's beauty. This aloe comes.
So is that a lot cheaper than the rubbish I bought you in the shop on the promenade?
It's a little bit different, different cream mask for the face.
Right.
But I can assure you, the face is becoming like you are younger, at least 10 years.
There we are. She'll tell you anything. Especially when she gets you into a shop. So don't forget, Jeremy Simon Payne, when this young lady takes you into a shop, you are going to come out that little bit poorer. Well, probably a lot poorer. Anyway, Bar Street. That's the Tropical Nights on the left-hand side. And just over here is watching Krasivia Labouf's favourite place. And it's called the Robin Good. There it is. One of the busiest bars in downtown Paphos. Obviously, it's the daytime now, so they're all closed. But you come along here in the evening, and guess what? There's a bit of buzzing going on. That's the Red Lion pub, and then next to that is one of the nightclubs, which is having a little bit of refurbishments going on. As you can see, they're knocking a bit down and rebuilding a bit, and that's going to open up again next season. Across the road, if you want to repent your sins, or perhaps you've drunk that little bit too much, that's where you might want to go. A very nice, quaint, oldie world little church with some beautiful, spectacular gardens, which really are tended to. As you can see, there's a family that pays for this garden to be kept in tip-top condition. Next bar coming along is Flyers Bar. Sally Bryers. Matt Dyers. We haven't heard from him for a while, but we know he's still watching, and we know he's coming back out next year, and of course Sally's going to bring her mum and dad. Well, that could be the bar for you. That's the place where you take your mum and dad and you party the night away. Bit of refurbishment going on, that's for sure. So this is deep in downtown Bar Street, shall we say. That's the boogie karaoke club over there. And you can boogie on down till very late in the night. You've got Out of Africa. That's one of the fast food joints. There's Gracivi LaBouffe. Looking very striking today, Gracivi. Very, very green indeed,
Green.
I must say.
Yes.
One of your new outfits again from the Limassol expedition, shall we say. There we are, Dame Anne. What do you think of that one? Give us another twirl, Gracivi LaBouffe. There we are. Great rear end, great front end, and a beautiful, beautiful smile to go with it. And she's now pondering, where can she take me next to find something to buy? One of our Gumbarus, well, he operates that place over there. And that is possibly the greatest pizza in the whole of Paphos. And I mean that truly, truly. We're not on a commission or a kickback. It really, really is a great, great pizza. I go there once a week. They do give us a discount, but I do believe it's a great, great pizza. And Miss Shauna, well, she's a chef. Yes, Sir Stuart, we have not forgotten you. So your wonderful, wonderful partner in crime, she's a chef. She went there and she told us that she thought that it was the greatest pizza that she tasted in a long, long time, that's for sure. One of the most famous bars now, that's the Notorious Bar. You come here Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, even in the winter season, that place is packed out and there's tables and chairs outside, there's music blaring, and that's one of the busiest bars, in fact so busy that they bought that one next door to it, knocking 7 bells out of it, and that's going to open up again for next season. Gracivi LaBouffe?
You know, I must say I always like this sort of car.
Gracivi LaBouffe is fancying one of these now. There we go. That's the car she fancies. So we've got to come up with a way to make a lot more money, because of that car is around about 120,000 euros. So I've got an electrician on my payroll, so perhaps I can get him to twiddle with the door locks and we can, well, borrow it, shall we say. Anyway, that's one of the car parks at the top of Bar Street, and just over yonder is the Imperial Chinese restaurant, because Bar Street, so you understand, runs parallel with the Pasadonus Avenue, which is the hotels road. So the hotels are over that way, the promenade is that way. So normally you're coming from the hotels down that way, and Bar Street is just over here. When you get to the Almira Hotel, if you were to take a right, if you're coming from the hotels that is, you go past T&J Fish and Chip Shops, that again will be on your right, Keg and Barrel will be in front of you, and you come down Bar Street. This is, shall we say, the less salubrious part of Bar Street. A lot of it's closed down. And when I say closed down, I don't mean just for the season, as you can see. But that part has been bought, and hopefully, perhaps not by next year, but the season after, it will have been opened, refurbed, turned into cafes, restaurants, and they're going to extend and put another floor on top of it and turn it into some luxury apartments. So, hopefully, as time goes on, Paphos is going to come back banging, stronger than it ever was before. Gracivi?
Yeah, I was going to say that what a shame that it's a little bit quiet at the moment of time, of course, because it's not, on Friday it's always busy, but this part is a little bit not very well looked after, and some people around are just understanding it, but they're just working as they found a museum.
Well, it's now sort of blended into the Paphos culture. We sort of wander around and we accept this. I think if you come to Paphos for the first time and you see that,
you'll be shocked.
You'll be a bit shocked. But please, please, don't let it put you off Paphos. Paphos is a great place to come. It's a great place to come as a young family, as a middle family as we are, or as an older family. You can bring your kids and you can rest assured there's no trouble, there's no violence. You can't get yourself into trouble unless you go looking for it. It's not that kind of resort. Great place with very friendly locals and people like us as well. And if you're ever lost or you need some help, stop anybody and they will do their very best to help you and get you back to where you might want to go. Anyway, across there, that's Grill Street 12. That opened at the beginning of the season, and apparently he's done very well. He's closed up for the season now, but he's going to set up again for next season. As you can see, all the tables and chairs are still inside. So he's closed down for this season, but of course the winter period's only very short. We're well into November now, if you're wondering, by the way, and it's about 24-25 degrees. As you can see, the sun is belting down, the sky is blue, the sea is blue. I'm dressed head to toe in blue. All that's actually missing is
you.
So
Get yourself on a big boat or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because Cyprus is simply waiting just for you.
There we go. So you heard it from watching Gracivi LaBouffe herself. Get yourself on the big bird, get yourself on the canoe, get yourself over Cyprus, because if you're looking for that last little bit of winter sun before Christmas, this is the place to come. Whether you're coming for a weekend, a week, a fortnight, or the rest of your life. That's the keg and barrel there. If you come across here in the mid-afternoon, it gets busier and busier. And then just over yonder, you've got the Memories Bar, you've got a tattoo parlour, and of course you've got T&J's Fish and Chips, one of the greatest fish and chip shops in downtown Paphos. Next to that, you've got Leptos Estates. And then as you go around that corner, you've got restaurant after restaurant, and that's the Hotels Road, or Pasadonus Avenue, as we call it. That's the car that Crucible the Booth likes. There it is. So please remember that we are trying to make a humble living. Crucible the Booth wants one of them. So aspirations in life have gone up.
The car actually is new, 2022, in May.
In May, see? It's got so very, very good eyes.
June, July. 6 months.
That's all it is. So it's still worth around about 110,000 euros. So please, 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 if you'd like to see the channel grow and you want us to watch us scale to new heights and go off to new places, hit the like, click subscribe, and please come back for that little bit more of our madness. And if you really, really want to help us, go through to the About page where, if you choose, you could consider buying us a coffee or two, or even one for yourself, and we can all sit down and have a damn good chat about life. But if you're looking for that perfect place to come, don't forget Cyprus is simply waiting for you. Crucible the Booth, I think it could be that time.
And I would like to tell you many, many thanks for watching. Don't forget that we are loving you to bits, and again, many kisses from the bottom of our 2 hearts.
Thanks for watching.